Arthur's Absolutely Fun Day, more like Arthur's Awfully Lame Day, released in the year 2000 where many superior games were released, either your Pokemon-fearing parents or your poor taste in games and being a die-hard fan of Arthur, not that Arthur, or that Arthur. No, that's Archer. This Arthur, you bought one of the most boring games to play, unless you're baked out of your mind. The goal of this game is to obtain 16 stars to get a free pass to Wonder World. And how do you do that? Not by beating people up, or going on a quest. You go play mini games around town while suffering horrendous musicus accompanied by Atari quality sounds. With each time you win a mini game, its difficulty goes up. Let's start with the simple mundane stuff. Like shooting some hoops, pretty standard so far. Stand from wherever you may and pull back. I mean hold down the B button and fling that ball with Francine standing there as your ball slave. It's easy when you safe spot, but even that won't save you from it bouncing off the rim half the time. Next game please. Delicious strawberries, like them so much. Here's a game of picking berries slow as your declining interest in this video. There is a rabbit that goes around eating your precious strawberries, but he's usually harmless to your awesome game of strawberry picking. You're sure to miss a few times, but it's more exciting than Darkseid for Ness. At the recycling center, just skate around picking up garbage and skate into rocks that can be less irritating to attempt avoiding. No real challenge at all. Pressing B causes you to speed up because you
gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go faster, 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 faster.
All this is worth it just to get a thumbs up from Captain Planet, but not the Planeteers, never the Planeteers. They don't deserve this hard work to be dedicated to them, except that Russian chick. Who wants some pancakes? Thora's mother will not make you those pancakes, but she'll let you use her massive grill which you'll more likely burn yourself leaning over. It's pretty simple, just flip them when they're less fried than you. If oil screw up it goes straight into the trash can. Not financially wasteful if she can afford the Behemoth 9000 grill. You could cook a week's worth of cheeseburgers in 10 minutes for an assistant trailer park supervisor on that thing. And what goes on at the library stays at the library. Arthur's Absolutely Fun Day cannot be complete with the fun of putting away fucking books at the boring ass library. Fuck air hockey. Fuck your Deus Ex, fuck your Thief 2, fuck your Banjo 2D, putting away colored books in the right colored slot beats all of that immersion-rich gripping exciting games like Perfect Dark that don't have the fucking excitement of putting away fucking books instead of firing off the laptop gun. At the arcade, you play air hockey with Buster, he's your only friend for this if you had bought this game by your choice. It's somewhat solid, but in the end, like most freeware air hockey games, it comes to random chance. You might as well just leave it there because Buster will be too busy keeping away of the memory of that dreaded day his parents were divorced to notice you're not giving a shit. And with auto fire you can turn Atari sounds into some form of music better than the games or play like you're having a seizure. It all depends on your imagination. At the candy store, I want candy, so let's get paid less than minimum wage to make candy. But then I'd be talking out my ass. You just rotate or slide or whatever on the never-ending colored containers for the correct candy to go in. The machine is a little distracting, perhaps too distractingly more exciting than this dreck of gameplay. Shouldn't we be packing fudge instead?
Move this man!
Oh screw you. Newspaper delivery is no paperboy, no window breaking or murderous grannies. Hitting the lawnmower does nothing, making this the most boring thing you can do to get a stupid sticker instead of the money to buy a ticket in less time. As I went on throwing newspapers with spin that would most definitely cause a catastrophic miss in real life, I wonder how much a ticket to Wonder World costs. An arm and a leg? Or does that also include a lung, kidney, and testicle to pay such a price? At the Hills, soapbox racing, just your standard avoid obstacles and finish first, not much to explain here other than it's easy to play dirty with the track layout. You can just knock Buster into the sides of the track at the very start, giving you the very head start, while he's not only a potential casualty where he's finally free from the pains of parental divorce. He's also unable to ever win, even if you trip over your own foot to an extent. Let's dive for fake treasure, when in reality you're paying to pick up junk that fell into the coral reef. Who the fuck throws away an atomic purple Game Boy? You can't drown or get ripped apart by a shark. A task such as this is not worthy a thumbs up of Captain Planet or the Planeteers, but fuck it, I almost got the stupid overpriced ticket, so it means nothing to me, really, I mean it. Finally we can go into Wonder World. First up, dunking a clown in the tank. A game of guessing and muscle memory, met. Oh kick ass, skee ball. I love skee ball, I can't really complain about this, but it could use a better view and targeting aid. This is the only form of skee ball on the GBC, not much else I can say here.
Bumper cars!
Bumper cars, just ram into the other characters who by coincidence drive cars matching their clothes. If only Buster had a dad to beat the shit out of Arthur for the constant targeting. This is only entertaining for a short while. Then it starts to remind me of early attempts with Game Maker, then it gets depressing. Moving on. Hammer time, hold the button, release at the right timing. It's not how strong you are, but how much damage your back suffers from this. Now for the last mini-game, the only one that you can actually be booted out of for losing. Admittedly this took some time to figure out the winning solution. You have to keep aiming at the sweet spot that is somewhat dead center and keep it there even when the game throws you off. You'll win, most of the time. But making sure Buster never wins is an optional goal. In my conclusion, this game mostly sucks. Some of the mini games are good for casual or idle time blowing while waiting for your pizza without wanting something too intense to miss the call of freedom and delicious cheesy delight, but you get what you pay for with a bundle of mini games. It's better than the Hunchback's topsy-turvy games unless you knew the existence of the Mario Game and Watch Gallery. I give this a 3 out of 5. Half of the mini games are entertaining for a short amount of time, while the rest are mundane, some laughable, and the rest just dreader than a street judge. The horrendous musicus and Atari sounds don't impact much other than there is both. Downer is need of a password for the Wonder World, but that's not much of a downer. Thank you for viewing.